In studying for the MBE contracts and sales portion of the exam, I came across and was reminded of the mailbox rule, which I originally learned in law school. And for those of you who don't recall offhand, the mailbox rule, it's a rule in contract formation that while most communications regarding contracts are effective upon receipt, an acceptance generally is effective upon being deposited in the mail or deposited with a courier. And there are a couple of exceptions to the mailbox rule. The first one being if the offer takes itself out of the mailbox rule by saying that an acceptance must be received by the offeror, then the mailbox rule doesn't apply. And that one seems to make a lot of sense to me. Generally, in contracts, people can change the default rules with explicit language. The other exception to the mailbox rule being the exception under an option contract, I don't understand the rationale for. And frankly, I don't understand why we have the mailbox rule at all. I was looking online to try to figure out why there is a special rule for acceptances that doesn't seem to apply to any other communications in contract formation. And the only thing I could really find was on the Wikipedia page for the postal rule, which seems to be the UK equivalent of the mailbox rule. And on that Wikipedia page, it said that the reason was that when the offeror makes an offer, he implicitly designates the mail or a carrier as his agent for receiving an acceptance. And I didn't find this answer very satisfying, because why would the offeror, even if implicitly, designate the mail as his agent for acceptances only and not for rejections or counteroffers? It doesn't make sense to me. In thinking about this, the only thing I could think of to try to make a consistent idea of this is that there is some bias in favor of contract formation, and allowing acceptances to be effective when they are dispatched puts a thumb on the scale on the side of contract formation. And the reason for a bias for contract formation, I would think, is that there are more and better remedies available if a contract exists for a non-breaching party to enforce, and that the remedies in those cases are legal remedies versus the equitable remedies that are available for quasi-contract. And understandably, there's a preference for legal remedies over equitable remedies. That's the best I could think of for some rationale for why the mailbox rule exists. Sometimes it's hard to understand why old rules existed. Maybe they were just a creature of their time, but I can't seem to fit my ad hoc explanation for the basis for the mailbox rule with the option contract exception to the mailbox rule. It's just something that I think I have to just memorize. But if any of you have thought about this rule and have perhaps a professor in law school explain it to you better than I understand it, why do we have the mailbox rule, and why do option contracts not get the benefit of the mailbox rule? As always, good luck on the bar exam, and I hope to hear from you. Thanks. Bye.